Hi yogis, welcome back to Beyond Body with Abigail. In today's session, we'll be focusing on our second last chakra called Ajna. This chakra is also called the third eye chakra and exists between the eyebrows, so the space just here on your forehead. It is linked to our self-awareness and our sixth sense and our intuition. So there are ways in which this chakra can manifest when it is blocked. On a physiological way, you might experience headaches, dizziness, sinus problems. On an emotional way, you might feel worry, self-doubt. On a cognitive level, it manifests in ways where you become forgetful, you're restless, you might be experiencing nightmares, and just trouble concentrating on a day-to-day basis. Now, this class today we're going to slow down. We'll also not be incorporating too many asanas because we really want to take this moment to be with our bodies and be with our minds. Some of the postures you can expect will be tree pose, cow facing pose, as well as eagle pose. So yes, we'll have a balance of balancing postures, which will need us to really connect with our drishti, which is our sense of focus, as well as seated postures, where we'll be bringing our yin energy and our yang energy together. So I want to invite you to get comfortable, get ready, and I will see you on the mat. So yogis, today we will be starting in a shavasana pose. So get yourself onto your mat, lying down, spreading your feet along the edges of the mat, rolling your shoulders under, palms up to the sky, chin lifted, relaxing the muscles in the body, in the face, tuning in with your breath and focusing on how your belly rises and falls with every inhale and every exhale. Bringing your thought and your awareness towards your body, feeling the weight of your body on the mat. The weight of your pelvis, down your legs towards your heels, and your weight of your pelvis up your body towards your shoulders, your neck, your head, and down your arms. Open your eyes here and gaze up to the sky or the ceiling. Try not to stare, but to have a soft gaze, softening the space between your eyebrows and the space around your third eye. Step your feet up onto the mat and bring your arms up to the sky. We're going to just start by circling the wrists out and circling the wrists in, bringing some gentle movement into the arms. Now bring your legs up and do the same, circling out and circling in. Gentle movements into the ankles, into the arches, into the toes, into the wrists, into the fingertips, into the knuckles. Now press your heels high, press your hands high, as if something is pulling you on your ankles and on your wrists. Really press your palms up to the sky. Flex your ankles and press your heels up. Really, your shoulders will start to lift here, so really press. You'll feel your spine lengthening towards your coccyx, all the way down. Now press your shoulder blades down. So you feel this like a rectangle pressure against the mat. Yes, start to engage your belly button. Press your back down, press your shoulders. Now bend your knees, pull your knees towards your shoulders. Take a deep inhale here and out. I'm going to do that one again. Press your heels up to the sky, press your palms up, gazing up between the spaces between your hands and your feet. Flex your toes, spread your fingertips, spread your toes, press your heels up, and roll your shoulder blades down to the floor. Belly button to the spine. Now relax and pull your knees towards your armpits. Now, your right leg will cross over your left, and you'll grab your ankles and pull your ankles towards the outside of your mat, while lengthening your tailbone down. And release, swap the legs around and grab the ankles and pull them down towards your shoulders while bringing the tailbone back down to the earth. And release. We're going to do happy baby. So step your feet up, grab your hands, bring your palms to touch. Now open your palms and then grab your feet from the inside and pull your knees and your feet down towards the floor. Start to rock side to side if you wish, to massage your lower spine, or you can just stay in the stillness and feel how the body is spreading along the mat. Taking 2 more breaths here through the nose. Release and bring your feet together. In a butterfly position, take your fingertips, clasp them, and hook them over your feet. Pull your toes towards your nose and lift your forehead, your third eye, towards your toes. Pulling the knees down, pulling the feet down towards the forehead. Your tailbone will lift here because you're rounding the spine. And gently release. Now bring your knees towards your chest. Bring your knees together, ankles together. Start to rock your body forward and back, massaging the upper spine as well as the lower spine until you pick up enough momentum to cross your shins, place your hands on the floor, and press back into child's pose with your knees apart, toes together, relaxing the forehead on the mat. Now the class is going to be very slow today as we'll be focusing on our breath. I invite you to allow your mind to go where it wants to go, and also to observe where your mind is going. Walk your fingertips a little bit further away from your body, just to feel the stretch down the armpits towards the hips, and then sink your hips towards your heels, relaxing your elbows onto the floor.
If you are feeling any tension in the body at this moment, I invite you to realize where this tension is. Just connect to the muscles around your skeleton. What is the furthest thing you can hear? What is the wildest thing you can imagine? What is the closest thing you can touch? What is the closest thing you can taste? That's a little technique I like to use to calm my mind when I'm feeling stressed or anxious. Begin to roll your forehead along the mat, massaging the space between the eyebrows, gentle, from side to side. Maybe pause on the one side, let the weight of your body, weight of your head, massage the top of the eyebrow. And then roll over to the other side and do the same. Coming to the center. We're going to lift and look forward. Bring your fingertips onto the floor. Walk your hands over towards the right edge of your mat and then relax your head down. This is more of an active child's pose. Just stretching the body on the left side. Consciously breathing through the nose. Inviting the breath to give life to the body as well as the mind. And walk the fingertips back towards the center. Rest the head here for a minute. Relax the palms facing up to the sky. And let's get ready to go to the other side, looking forward. And step your hands to the left side of the mat and release your forehead down. And walk your hands back to the center. We're going to meet in tabletop position. Gently bring your palms onto the floor, your knees under your hips. And we're just going to shift the weight forward towards the fingertips to stretch out the palms. I'm tucking the toes under, pressing it back to stretch out the back of the feet. Shifting it forward. And back. Pressing into the toes. 2 more, pressing it forward. Pressing it back. Really press into the toes. And last one, pressing it forward, rolling over the knees. And let's meet in the center. Okay, we're going to do a thread the needle. So bring your right hand under your heart and lift the left hand up
We won't stay here for too long. Thread the needle by bringing that left arm into the gap, rolling the left ear onto the floor, sinking that left shoulder down, and just bringing that right hand to the top of the head. Now walk the fingertips further away and relax the right elbow down onto the floor. Walk the fingertips back, press the hands into the floor, and come back to tabletop position. Left hand to the heart center. Lift the right hand up, look up, reach, and thread the needle to the other side. Dropping that right ear down and stepping the left hand forward. Now walking the fingertips forward and relaxing the left elbow onto the floor. Step your hand back and come into tabletop position. We're going to do a few cat and cows. So inhale, lift the heart, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin down. Gaze at your belly button. Pressing into the palms of the hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press down. Last one. Inhale, lift. And press down, tuck the toes under into a down dog. We won't stay here for too long. Lift the heels high and walk your feet towards the front of the mat, bringing your feet under your hips and holding onto your elbows, relaxing the head forward. You can sway your hips and your upper body right and left. Nod your head yes and nod your head no. Release the hands to the floor and begin to shift your weight towards your fingertips and your toes so that you release the back of your legs. If you need to walk your hands a little bit forward, so you come into a mini down dog just so you feel the weight in your toes if you need to bend your knees. Now shift your weight back into your heels. If you need to bend your knees, you're welcome. If you can straighten your knees, that's okay. Now bring your weight to the center. Find that happy medium position. Soften the knees completely till they touch your armpits, and then gently roll all the way up, keeping the eyes open all the way to Tadasana, mountain pose. Stepping your feet together, rolling your shoulders back, and bringing your hips underneath your shoulders. Standing tall, palms facing forward. Focusing your eyes on what's in front of you. Tuning in with the breath. And bring your hands to heart center. We're going to do a little sun salutation. So inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, open the palms, diving forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower belly down on the floor. Untuck the toes, upward facing dog. Press back, downward facing dog. Bend the left leg, shift your weight forward and step the foot in the gap. Coming into warrior one, turning the back heel out to 2 o'clock, or the back right foot out to 2 o'clock, lifting the heart high, bowing forward, step back, high plank. Lowering down, belly on the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press back, downward facing dog. Now bend the right leg, shift your weight forward and step the foot to the front, turning those left toes out to 10 o'clock, coming up into warrior one. Plant the hands back down, step back, high plank. Lowering the belly all the way down, inhale, lift. Press back, bend your knees, down dog. Begin to walk your feet towards the front of the mat. Once your feet reach the front, inhale, lift, look forward. Soften the knees, rolling through the spine. Arms all the way up, palms to touch, and hands to heart center, Tadasana. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, bow your heart forward, bow your forehead forward. If you can, bring your forehead towards your knees. Soften your knees if you need to. Inhale, lengthen the spine, stretch the back of your legs, hands to shins or hands on the floor, look forward. Exhale, step back, high plank. Inhale here, drop the spine. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, upward facing dog. Press back, downward facing dog. Feet together. Lift the left leg high, bend the knee. Look forward, shift your weight forward, step the left foot in the gap. Turn those right toes out to 3 o'clock. So your right toes are pointing out. Opening up the heart into warrior two. Lengthening the front heel forward and the back heel back. Gazing at your front arm, rolling your shoulders open. Rolling that left knee open, reaching forward. Now place the left elbow down as you bring that right arm up and over. Extended side angle. Utthita Parsvakonasana. Now let's meet again in warrior two. Bring that right arm up and over as you roll the back heel down, reaching your hands forward. Now slide your hands back as if you're placing your hands on a table, making your elbows to touch. Plant your hands back on the floor, step back, high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the belly on the floor. Inhale, lift. Press back, down dog. Feet together. Lift the right leg up. Reach that leg high, bend the knee. Look forward and step the right foot in the gap. Turn those left toes out to 9 o'clock. So it's parallel to the front edge of the mat. And open the left body to warrior two. Reaching forward, gazing with your dristi to the front and reaching the left hand back. Shoulders are down, bending in that front knee. Placing the right elbow down on the floor, bringing that left arm above and over the head, along the ear. Extended side angle. Pressing into the back heel as much as you are pressing into the front heel. Coming back to warrior two. Windmill that left arm up and towards the front, lifting that back heel high, sliding the elbows back, reaching back, keeping the chin level. Place the hands on the floor, step the left foot forward, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, and inhale, roll through the spine. It's quite windy today. Let's do another one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dive forward. Open the heart, open the chest, soften the knees, bring your forehead towards your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, jump, or walk back towards the back of your mat, finding your high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the belly down. Inhale, lift the heart. Cobra or upward facing dog. Press back, downward facing dog. Staying here for 5 breaths. Now lift the left leg up. Keep the left hip down, spreading the toes, reaching that left foot high. Look forward, bend the knee and step the foot forward. Coming into a high lunge with the back heel lifted and your front knee stacked on top of your left ankle. Now from here, bend your back leg and charge your weight forward, stepping that right foot next to the left. The right foot stays with the heel lifted. Now grab that knee and come halfway lifted. So your chest is lifted. Now grab that knee as you press into the left foot and pull that right foot towards the shoulder. Gazing forward. Now take that right foot and cross it over the left. I'm going to turn to face you. So your right foot, left leg is lifted. Cross it over. And first start by bringing the toes up onto the floor, opening your arms wide. Now lift your left arm up and your right arm down. Hooking the left arm on top of the right. Keeping your balance here. Now, if you can go ahead and hook the toes behind the calf. Turning back to face this way. Lifting the heart, sitting a little bit deeper, finding your balance in that left leg. Lifting the elbows high. Release the top leg, standing tall, pressing into the left leg, lifting that right knee high. Now bend the left leg, place the right toes down, and slide the leg along the floor into high lunge, lifting the heart back up. Release that right heel down, release the hands, finding your warrior two. Windmill the right arm up as you lift that right heel, reaching forward. Bend the knee, open the heart, lean back just a little bit. Place the hands back on the floor, high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the belly down. Inhale, lift the heart. Press back, down dog. Feet together, lift the right leg up. Look forward, bend the knee, and step the foot forward. Coming into high lunge with the tips of the fingers on the floor and the knee stacked on top of the ankle. Pressing into that front leg, bend the back leg, and step that foot next to the right foot. So your toes are touching, the left heel is lifted. Now grab that left knee, lift your body halfway. Now press into that right foot as you balance on one leg, pulling that knee towards the heart. We're going to take that left leg over the right leg, placing the toes down on the floor like we did before, opening the arms wide. Now take the right arm up, the left arm down, and hook the right elbow on top of the left. Hooking the toes behind when you're ready. Elbows lifted, squeezing the thighs. If you can sit lower, lower the body. Keeping your drishti, concentrating the mind, focusing your eyes. One more breath here. Pressing into the legs, release the leg, the left leg lifts. Now bend both knees and place those left toes down on the floor, sliding that leg all the way along the mat into high lunge, lifting the heart high, doing a little back bend. Release the arms, opening out that left leg, finding warrior two. Left palm lifts and windmills forward, allowing that left heel to turn up. Bend the elbows, look up, a little back bend. Place the hands back on the earth, step back, plank. Lower belly down on the floor. Untuck the toes, cobra or upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the heart and lift the hips, press back, down dog. Lifting the heels high, looking forward. Walk your toes halfway to the middle of your mat. Come onto the tips of your fingers to lift your heart. Now bend your knees and slide your hands along the mat as you roll all the way up to Tadasana. Now our next sequence will incorporate our tree pose and a couple of balancing poses on one leg. So turning to face the front, bring your feet to touch. Bring your hands to heart center and lift your right heel up high. Just staying here, finding the balance on the left side body and the right side body. Now turn that right knee out to the side, sliding your heel up towards the calf muscle. Staying here, finding your drishti just above eye level. If you're comfortable with this one, you can grab your foot and pull it up to your inner thigh, pressing your heel into the thigh and squeezing the thigh into the heel. Lifting the arms up. Hips forward, knee back. Release the knee, bring the knee towards the armpit, bringing that knee as high forward as you can, and then reaching the right toes forward. You can either point or flex. Stepping that foot down, Release the hands and standing tall, mountain pose. We're going to do the same on the other side. So bring your hands towards heart center. Lifting the left heel up high, standing nice and tall. First, establish your weight center here. Spread on the left side and the right side. Now turn that left knee out. Squeezing the glutes on the right side, slide that left leg up to the calf. Just below the knee and the ankle. So it is right here on the calf muscle. And when you're comfortable here, slide that leg higher to the thigh. The inner thigh presses against the heel and the heel presses against the thigh while you're opening that left knee out. Standing tall. And when you're ready, you can lift your arms up to the sky. Release the knee, bring the knee forward, flex or point those toes, and reach the toes forward. Release. And bring the hands next to your body, Tadasana. Now this time you can open your toes, open your ankles, open your heels, standing tall. We're going to do one more balancing pose here, focusing on our dristi, bringing your feet together. Bring the right heel off the floor, standing tall. Grab that knee and pull the knee towards the heart center. Now turning that right foot forward, grabbing onto the ankle, just begin to pull the ankle towards the left. So the ankle is pulling towards the left shoulder, so you're opening the hip. If you need to soften your knee here, you're welcome to do so. And then release. Now take your right hand, yogi grip, holding onto the big toe. So you're taking 2 fingers and you're gripping the big toe while placing your left hand on the hip, standing nice and tall. This is option 1. Stretch your knee is option 2. Kicking the heel forward is option 3. Staying here, keeping your dristi. And option 4 is to kick the leg out to the side. Release the hand on the hip once you've reached this pose and look to find the fingertips. If you're falling out of this pose, it's okay, just come back into it. Place the hand back on the hip, bend the knee, bring it to the front. Release and step the feet out. Just move your hips side to side and bring your feet back together. Prepping for the other side, lift the left heel up. Grab the knee, pull that knee towards the heart. Standing tall. Place the right hand on the hip. If you need to soften that knee, grab the big toe with a yogi grip. Standing tall. Option 1 is to keep the knee soft. Option 2 is to stretch the knee. Option 3 is to press that heel forward. Staying with the breath, staying with the mind, and staying with the physical body. Open that leg out to the side when you're ready. And release the hand. And when you feel confident, look towards the right hand. Bring the hand to the hip and bring the leg forward. Bend the knee and step the foot out, moving the hips side to side. Turning back to face the front of your mat, okay? Arms lift up, inhale, exhale, bowing forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands, step back, high plank. Lower the belly down. Inhale, halfway lift. Or go into full cobra or upward facing dog. Press back, downward facing dog. We're going to take the left leg and bend the knee and bring it to the front edge of the mat. So your left knee is in the halfway between the left and the right of the mat, and the right leg will hook behind. We're preparing for cow facing pose. And dropping the hips down. Now this is where you can place a book or a pillow down to lift your hips, releasing the hips down to the floor, opening your heels slightly wider, staying here, lifting the heart. Now take the right arm up, turn the fingertips back and place the hand on the upper back. Take the left hand, swing it down and grab the fingertips from the back, lifting your heart high. Staying here or bowing your third eye towards the top knee. Release, coming up. Swing the arms around, lifting the heart high and bringing your hands forward to the front of the mat. Walking your knees back and switching your right leg over the left. Making sure your knees are aligned and your ankles are wide and sitting back down. Lifting the heart high, keeping the fingertips on the floor first. Then take the left arm up and over and swing the right arm down and grab the fingertips. Sitting high. Staying here or bowing the forehead down to the knee. Release, coming up. And release the arms, walking your hands forward. And we're going to press back into a downward facing dog. Pressing the heels of the hands and the heels of the feet into the floor. Taking an inhalation here. And exhale, sigh it out. We're going to bend the knees and bring our heels and our knees together. And we're going to do a child's pose with our ankles touching and our knees touching. Sliding the hands along the mat, palms up, and relaxing the elbows and the shoulders towards the ground. Bringing the forehead, the third eye, rested on the mat. Again, flushing the body. Bringing your thoughts connected to your body.
Bringing your awareness back to the skin on your body, the weight of your muscles on the earth. Again, rolling your forehead along the mat, right to left. Step your hands under your shoulders. Keep your spine round as you're rolling gently up towards seated. Swing your hips to the left and step your feet out. Stepping your feet towards the front of the mat, bringing your heels and ankles, your feet together, pulling the feet back. We're going to sit nice and tall here, lifting the heart. And we're just going to bow the forehead to the tops of our feet, relaxing the head down towards the ankles. If you need to, you can place your forehead on a pillow or a block or even on the palms of your hands. If you have a few blocks, you have a pillow, just resting the forehead down and relaxing the knees out. Today, I'm choosing to stack my fists because my hips are quite tight, just so that my head is relaxed onto a surface. If your hips are open today and you feel comfortable in your spine, please release your forehead all the way down towards your feet. Release your shoulders, release your back muscles. Let the weight of your legs pull you down towards the earth. Release and bring your chest up. Closing your knees like a book. Sitting nice and tall, lift your arms high. We're just going to do a twist in the upper body. So twist your body to the right, hook your elbow on the outside and look back. Coming back up, reach the arms up. Twist your body to the left, hook your right arm against the outside of that left leg and look back. Release as you come up. Inhale, lift. Lift your toes high and place your hands on your shins. Now drop your forehead onto your knees and walk your feet down. Now I would like you to place your forehead on your shins or on your knees. If it's too much for the hamstrings, you're welcome to keep your forehead on your knees. If you're quite flexible in the hamstrings, let your legs go all the way down and pull your forehead down towards your shins, relaxing here or trying to relax while feeling the stretch. Keeping your third eye down, connected to your body. And as you slowly begin to roll back up to a seated position, we're going to prepare for Shavasana. Hips forward, rolling through the spine and relaxing your shins and your back of your legs down to the floor, rolling your shoulders open, palms facing up, closing your eyes. You're welcome to grab a pillow or a towel to place it over your eyes to calm down your nervous system.
And because our third eye is connected to the element of sound, today we will finish our class with a meditation, with a sound meditation. And I will leave you here. Once the track finishes, you're more than welcome to stay in this position as long as you wish. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.